Testing, testing, testing. And we're here. And we're here. All right. First annual think it's Thursday. Extension of Sunday service. We gonna rock out, y'all. Bobby Girl Tina, what's up, Bobby? And you're first. Shout out to Jason with a carrot. What's going on, people? Just saying. How you doing? Highly favored. Salute to the people in the chat.
The hour is now for game changers to emerge, for the forgotten, for the rejected, for the ignored, to come out of the ashes and into the light, out of obscurity and into victory. Take the throne with everything that you have in you. The hour is now. I am coming for the throne. I'm coming for every room that you locked me out of. Every realm that I step into, I will dominate. I am determined to win, no matter what season I'm in. When you counted me out, when you rejected me, when you overlooked me, when you ignored me, I waited painfully in obscurity for the opportunity to take the throne. I am your replacement. Your rejection has forged a new fire inside of me. Man, I'm climbing the ladder. I'm bringing my team. I'm coming for magazines and movie screens, billboards and awards, movie scores and labels. I'm signing checks and contracts on every table. I'm no longer stuck in the basement, stuck in the gutter. I'm leaving the casket. You saved me, vacant. You were here. My feet walking the pavement. No more complacent, driven, persistent, and relentless are all an understatement. Who am I? I'm sorry, not sorry. I am unapologetically your replacement. I have worked while you have slept. I have learned while you have partied. I have saved while you have spent. And I will live like you dream. I am relentless. I am resilient. I will not back down. I will not surrender. I am now an agent of change and transformation. I am your replacement. Every room that I walk in, I will change the game. I'm influencing neighborhoods and towns, startups and corporations, from the forgotten about hoods to the nations. I'm coming to reconstruct and resurrect broken foundations, leaving everybody that rejected me out of the equation. The marathon continues. The Mamba mentality has left a mark. Shout out to the NBA legend, Kobe, and your daughter, Gigi. From Tom Brady to Drew Bledsoe. Rain, sleet, or snow, I grind.
I grind. Shout out to the people in the building. Shout out to the Wabbits and the Wabbit sympathizers and the Wabbit supporters. Oh, all. Colby knows. Agent Smith in the building. Dad tears. Facts over feelings. Rally Time TV. La la la. Yvonne May. Yvonne May. Yvonne May. Yvonne May. Shout out to Yvonne May in the building. It's Thursday. All right, This is what type of time I'm on. This is the type of time I'm on. Cam T, what's up? I'm behaving today. Behaving today, actually. Actually. Heck money. Heck money. Heck money. 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 Sunrise 71, how you doing? So I am behaving today, actually. I'm still on the fuck shit, but that's not what I'm doing right now. So right now, the type of time I'm on is I want to share um an interrogation video and react to it. And if you guys want to discuss that, we can. And then after that, if y'all want to do a fuck shit live, we could do a fuck shit live, or we could just do an open panel. After that, it's whatever. But I want to do this. This is what I want to do. So, did I send my questionnaire? Oh man. Oh man. You guys are something else. You know that? Sacred Grove. Salute, salute. Let me put the Rapid Fund. Gotta make some changes. Hold on. Y'all hit that like button if y'all haven't already. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let me change it to Rabbit Thinkers Fund for today. Go get Kilo. Go get Kilo, man. He said from Granny, yo, Cam T, you vicious, man. Yo, Cam T, what's wrong with you? What you saying? He said from Granny's DMs. God damn. Not nice. Not nice. Not nice. What's it? 325. We'll say 20, 23. All right, we'll start it from there. Yeah, and post this thing. Post this to the chat. After I open the windows, he said, good evening, Leticia. I learned from her. You learn how to move from me? God damn. Don't Yo, I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know how to take that. God damn. God damn. All right. Here is my channel. There goes my channel. My channel. And let me post a donation link in the chat and pin that. Well, don't have Wilty up here? Ah, goddamn. Not for 4 hours, goddamn. I got you. Oh man. All right, well, this is gonna be interesting. This one's gonna be interesting. And then, when I rock out, we can rock out for the rest of the night. So this could turn into anything. This can turn into anything. Anything you can do, I can do better. Black Pearl. Keep the change. I can do anything better than you. I just manifest. Yo. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. This is how we starting off this night here. So we have a man was murdered. Seemed like it's an innocent man that happened to be. Just give you a time slot. He was going live. Oh man, keep the change, man. I ain't giving out time slots. Don't come to me with that shit. Keep me out of that time slot talk. I don't want to be involved. Oh shit, god damn. So all right, so we have a man who was murdered. He seemed to be a man who was driving in traffic when two individuals in a car started shooting across the street. Um, the man got struck. He was killed. I don't believe he was the intended target. Um, two teenage girls were pretty much witnesses to this crime because it was said that witnesses say that, well, not witnesses, the car belonged to one of the two girls. So they're under the police and detectives are under the impression that the two girls might have been in the car with whoever the shooters were, or they gave the shooters their car to use to do the shooting. Now, witnesses have said it was a guy. It was guy shooting. So people thought it was guys, and they thought that these two girls must have let these guys use their cars, and they probably was in the car when the shooting was taking place. And it turns out, as the detective continues to do the investigation and have the interrogation, she starts to realize that the witness that she's witnessing, that she's interviewing, is one of the shooters. And it was hard for her to accept that. It was real hard for her to accept it because I guess she didn't want to believe it at first. But the evidence was so clear that it was like, man. And the girl tripped herself up. Black Kaylin, what's up? So we're gonna watch that. Katana. After that, well, shit. Nightbot been dropping the link, but don't hit the link yet. Don't hit the link till the show's over. Let me tell Nightbot to stop doing that. Nightbot, stop. Don't put the link out yet. Hold on. Let me tell Nightbot stop dropping the link. Now, after I'm done with this, then I'll drop the link. And y'all let me know what we doing. Either I start a new live so we can discuss all that other shit, or we just open panel the rest of this live. But for the first part of this live, we doing Thinkers Thursday. That's where we at. Tell Nightbot stop dropping the link. Thank you, Mr. Bot. And you got you're just tuning in. Oh gosh, these likes are great. These likes are pretty. And hit that like button if you're just coming in. But these likes are pretty, man. Now this is good. Look at that. You guys like positive stuff? I don't even gotta beg nobody to hit the like button. It seemed like everybody that came in hit the like button. Peep Game, what up, Peep Game? Yeah, we starting off with the serious stuff. This is important. You gotta think. Sometimes you gotta think on Thursdays. Simply Erica. We gotta think on Thursdays. What is this here? Okay, get this off the screen. Get this off the screen.
On July 23, 2020, a call was made to 911 in Orlando.
Hold up. And it's yo, where Kilo at, man? Florida got the fucking most craziest criminals ever. Why always be in Florida though? That's what I be wanting to know. Why Florida always like they got their own special set of criminals out of the whole United States, bro. Florida criminals just different, like Florida and Texas. Like them they like two separate entities from the whole United States. They do crime differently. Like when you hear the nature of the crime, you be like, yeah, that must have been in Texas. That must have been in Florida. Every man, why do people want to live in these places, man? This shit crazy. You cooking dinner? Leticia in the building. She's cooking dinner, y'all. Leticia is cooking dinner. Make some adjustments. Draco Top Monster in the building. Yeah, we got free roam in the chat today. Let me see what type of people pop up for this.
Florida.
What are you calling about?
On July 23, 2020, a call was made to 911 in Orlando, Florida.
What are you calling about?
Gunshots, multiple.
Did you see anything suspicious or you just heard it?
No, ma'am, just here.
Okay. How many did you hear?
Oh, man, it's about 8 or 10, if not more. Like this AK-47, it's not a 22. I can assure you.
When the
Man, people in Florida know they guns. She sound like she like 90 years old. She like, man, I know gun sounds when I heard that shit. That shit wasn't no 22. Sound like an AK-47. Sound like one of them shits I used to shoot back in my days. That's some shit, man. That's some shit Queen got. Queen got an AK-47 and an AR-15 and 2 fucking handguns. Queen out in Florida acting a fool, nigga. Shit. Queen. Yo, why y'all think Queen so bad? Bro, this lady's 90 years old, nigga, and she know what gun it is by the sound, nigga. Fuck is this? She's like, it wasn't no 22. It's more like an AK-47. Nah, god damn. Florida woman. Shit, it is what it is. What up?
Not more. Like this AK-47, it's not a 22. I can assure you.
When the police arrived on the scene, they found 41-year-old Eloy LeBron's body inside his white Toyota. Surveillance footage and witness testimony would lead police to 2 19-year-old women.
Bruh. Surveillance footage and witnesses. So I don't think they thought this through. Like this was, but then again, look at them. Look at these. This is mugshots. Why look like they took mugshots of little babies? Bro, they ain't even grow yet. You see Shorty on the right? Yo, which one of them you think is the more bad one? Which one? The one on the left or one on the right? Which one of them you think is really the one giving it up? Bro, they look like 12. The left? All right, I don't know if my left or my right how it look like for you. The one with the red hoodie or the gray hoodie? The one with the red hoodie or the gray hoodie? Puffball, she look like the criminal. Yo, you know who Puffball remind me of? That dude, that little kid that was on the news for I think he hit his grandmother, and they interviewed him, and he's like, he smoked cigarettes. He's like, I smoke with cigarettes. And the Boondocks made a parody out of him. Keep the change. You said a gray. Oh, we got a couple grays in this motherfucker. We got a couple grays in here. Said Lady Rage, little sister in the red. Man, these is our black children, y'all. We raising them. Hey, at the end of the day, we got to reflect on ourselves. We making these children, bro. We out here putting them into society and letting them run loose in the world. So if we're going to be letting this type of problems onto the world, we need to at least understand it. We need to understand these young niggas' culture. We definitely need to be a little bit more in tune in what's the driving force in these young kids, because they doing crimes way different than how we used to do it. They just be dumb, just dumb. Like, we heard of stupid crimes, but nigga, why so much of the young kids do a bunch of dumbass crimes? Like, damn, all y'all stupid? We got a whole culture of stupid crimes. Like, yo, we gonna have World's Dumbest Criminals, the hip hop version. World's Dumbest Criminals in the hood. This shit getting crazy, man. I remember when when criminals was smart and shit, and they always try to be smarter than everybody. Remember when a criminal had to outsmart you? Like, a criminal really had to use his brain on your ass, nigga. Like, remember back in the days when niggas used to get away with murder? They planned it. These motherfuckers. Now they don't even plan shit. Them motherfuckers just go in and do the shit and just like, man, we'll see what happens when we get there. But they don't have no conscience, Kaylin. The problem is they do have a conscience afterwards. That's why we have a culture of snitching. Because having no conscience means you don't give a fuck. Back in the days, we had niggas with no conscience. Because the no conscience means you know the consequences of your actions and you don't give a fuck. That's a no conscience nigga. I know them kind of niggas. Alright? Those is the kind of niggas I know. Those is the kind of niggas you don't play with because they don't give a fuck. But the nigga who did the crime and then got the time and then was like, man, what did I do? Dumb niggas be telling. Those motherfuckers be telling. And it's so funny. It'd be like, well, nigga, you never seen other people get locked up for life for doing the same kind of crime, nigga? Like, why that reality never kicked in for you until it happened to you? Like, you thought it was a joke when Ray Ray got sentenced to 25? Hey, what the fuck, man? What? Y'all niggas just, when y'all hear these numbers, you niggas over here talking about free my nigga such and such and free my nigga such and such. You know he in jail, right? Because they're very aware. They be very aware. I think the internet and the social media has fucked these kids up. And they skip all the other stuff that would allow you to know life is real, because they get to talk all this shit on the internet and then go try to fucking deal with some shit in real life, when in real life it would have worked differently. You would have talked shit, you would have dealt with the consequences for talking shit immediately, because you wouldn't have been where you would have talked the shit at. You wouldn't have had no social media platform to talk shit from miles away. Like, remember when remember when people pulled up to your house or you went to their house? Niggas coming with their moms, their cousins, their brother, all them niggas pulling up to your house because now you gotta say that shit, nigga. Y'all don't remember that? Nigga pulling up to motherfuckers' houses was what niggas did. Whole family coming, nigga. So now they and that's all because, well, your daughter was saying some shit. She running her mouth disrespecting. Yeah, so we here. And right in that moment, your little 13-year-old daughter learned how serious it is for running her fucking mouth. You got all these people in front of mom's house now, want to fight. Now mom's over here negotiating peace. And then you learn. Or what about the motherfucking parents that after you talk all that shit and those people pull up, your mom tell you, yo, you better go out there and fight. I'm not gonna let nobody jump you, but you better go out there and fight. You talked all that shit, that person here now, well, you better beat their ass. But you gonna have to fight because your mouth got you into this motherfucker, and we gonna make sure nobody jump you, no weapons, no nothing. But your mouth, you gotta have this fight now for real. They get to skip all that. They get to skip all that part because after you have the fear fight, it usually don't go to no motherfucking gun and all that other shit. These niggas skip all that part, go straight to the guns and go drive-by shoot and all that type of shit because they don't got to deal with the consequences that we have to deal with of the in-betweens. When you realize that your words at 13 years old got your brother involved, your mother involved, your father involved, your uncle involved, got a whole nother set of people, whole family involved, all because of some words you said, you start being more careful or more considerate when you fucking start saying certain words. And when you do make the decision to say certain words and say certain shit, it's because you don't give a fuck and you ready for the consequences. And when you're ready for the consequences, you don't fucking snitch. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, these little babies, man, these little babies, man, the culture got them feeling like this is what to do. Look at these kids. These is babies.
And Jaria Shield. Police would find surveillance footage and witness testimony would lead police to two 19-year-old women, Marquis Hamilton and Jaria Shield. Police would find surveillance footage showing a white Saturn driving away from the crime scene. A few minutes later, more footage would show both women getting out of the car at the apartment complex they lived at.
They don't even understand that in the time that they're living in, ain't no getting away with no crime unless you a mastermind out this motherfucker. They got them on the scene in the car. They got them getting out the car. Do they not understand how much surveillance is around this motherfucker? The technology that they have to follow a car. It don't even have to have cameras on every block. They got cameras at certain street lights, and if you're going in a certain direction, nigga, you bound to run into the other camera. They can follow you and see where you turn at because they gonna check all them shits. Listen, I used to think like, all right, so you know how they be like, well, we're looking for a white Toyota. And then they be like, it's 250,000 white Toyotas in New York City. Like, man, them niggas is not going through that shit. Nigga, I used to tell myself as a kid, like, once I heard them numbers, nigga, 250,000 white Toyotas. So you telling me they gonna go check every fucking Toyota and every owner? Fuck out of here. Nigga, they do. They go check every fucking one of them shit. Bro, I was like, get the fuck. Bro, they go and check every fucking one of them shits. They be having whole teams and shit doing the investigation. Sometimes motherfuckers be doing this shit for years. Dumb niggas really go check every fucking thing. I said, God damn. As a kid, you gonna think like, nah, one of these motherfucking police officers is gonna get lazy and say, fuck out. Because you start hearing like 250,000, they're not gonna check all that. Nigga, you out your fucking mind. You know they get paid by the hour. Them niggas working. That's their job. So it's not like they doing some shit. I don't feel like doing this today. These niggas are doing their job. They getting paid to search for the, man, the kids be playing, man. They don't understand the seriousness of this motherfucker. And then it goes to a whole nother level. Motherfuckers, they'll find a fiber from your jacket and place you on the crime scene. A motherfucking fiber from your jacket. Make it worse. These kids is doing crimes with their cell phone on. Yo, they got their cell phones. They doing crime and their cell phones is on. Pinging towers like a motherfucker on the way. Just pinging towers. Just pinging fucking towers. They got a whole GPS tracking device, a LoJack system on themselves. Pinging every tower along the way and don't realize that, yo, these kids, man, they don't be knowing. They don't be knowing, bro. They don't be knowing. Gosh. Let me tell you, I used to look how serious it is, right? Because these kids, they definitely don't be knowing. So I used to work for an extermination company, right? And they gave us a company phone. And the company phone had location on that motherfucker. And they had some kind of software that in the office, the people could see where you at. Them motherfuckers could tell me everywhere I went. So, you know, when I got free time and shit and I want to go chill on the block with my friends while I'm still at work, but I got free time, I can't do that because they can see that I left the job site. Nigga, I had to go get motherfucking potato chips bags and shit, nigga. Because you can't turn off the phone. Because they gonna know you turned off the phone. I'm putting this motherfucking potato chips bags and shit, emptying out the chips, throwing it out, put it in potato chips bag, leaving that shit in the motherfucking, in like a garbage or something underneath something. Or I carry it with me depending on which kind of bag I got or how far I'm going. Well, I gotta learn all the tricks of the trade to avoid this shit because these niggas watching. You crazy? You think I'ma just go home with the phone and do other shit and go chill and all that? I got the phone on me. I can't turn it off because they gonna see that I turn it off. That'll get me in trouble. Exactly, the foil inside the damn chips. Like, listen, I don't know what happened. I ain't had no reception. I must have been in the basement or something, nigga. Like, you can't. They not getting me, bro. I have to learn. You gotta learn. You gotta learn how to move around here if you want to be doing shit you're not supposed to be doing. That's a fact. You can't turn off none of that shit. Them niggas on it. So once you realize you can't turn that motherfucker off, you gotta improvise. You gotta cause interference now. This motherfucker, this shit communicates through motherfucking waves and motherfucking radio waves and frequency. We gotta cause an interference, man. Something similar to a lost signal or something. Like you gotta know how to do this, man.
The police begin by interviewing a family member who spent quite a bit of time with both suspects. They are hoping that Marquis and Juria may have told her what they did, which will help them later when they interview both women.
So when you got up yesterday morning, what time was it?
Like 10.
And you had to be there at 11, you clock in at 11:02.
So yeah,
Right?
I woke up at 10. Yeah.
And the girls were not home. And as you sit here today, swearing to tell the truth so you don't get in trouble, you're saying you do not know where they were.
No.
Or whose house they were at, but you're telling me the car was not at home.
See how they get all these little other evidence? So before they even speak to the other girls, they done spoke to family members. So the family members, if they're not involved, they not gonna know what not to say and what to say. The cops is just gonna ask them general questions and just be like, yo, just be honest. And they're gonna ask them little questions and shit, and they're gonna be like, so was there any cars in the driveway? And then you're not gonna be thinking about what the fuck, why they asking you about cars in the driveway. You're gonna want to be honest and be like, no cars were there. Be like, well, how many cars do you guys own in that house? Well, it's usually 2 cars, but my mom had the other one, and my cousin and my sister had the other one, and that right there lets them know, like, okay, so you guys, they was in the car, and little shit like that. When it's time to ask the other person now, were you in the car such and such that day on this day? And if they say no, they already got your motherfucking family members saying that you left in that car that day and you ain't come back till about this time, but you don't know that. You don't know that. So you fuck around and lie and get caught the fuck up right there. So this it's a dangerous game when you playing with the police and you lying and it's just serious charges and other people is involved. Man, listen, just don't do the crime. It's not worth going through all this shit. Just don't do it.
At 11 o'clock when you left. And it was not at Sonny's when you got there. Is that true?
Yeah, it wasn't there.
It wasn't there. And the girls were not at Sonny's.
You know.
Someone in that vehicle murdered someone yesterday.
See how they told her that late? After they gave her all the information, after she done gave her all the information, so they wasn't at Sonny's. They canceling out all the places they could be, what they could have done. All right, cool. Now we're gonna let you know somebody that was in that car that you said wasn't home, that your cousin them be driving in, killed somebody. And then you realize, like, damn, I should have just said I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember. Is my lawyer? Can I have my lawyer present? Because they don't gotta answer these questions. They don't gotta answer these questions because she's not on trial here. She's not on trial here. But the fact that that's another thing, black people. Do not answer police questions without a motherfucking lawyer because there is no. You don't have to. You don't have to. Because a lot of times, them motherfuckers will jam you up in some shit you got nothing to do with. Just because you might have misspoke. You know, there's people that went to jail for misspeaking. They fumbled on what they said, or they made some kind of insinuation and end up becoming a suspect and end up going to jail for some shit they didn't even fucking do, all because they was able to make a case that you said something a little funny during the fucking interrogation and you wasn't even a suspect. You wasn't even a suspect, but you said something that made you become the suspect. There's this dude who there was these two dudes who end up going to jail for rape. These are two white dudes now. They will end up going to jail for rape. All because the friend, not for rape, for murder. For murder and rape. All because the friend of the murder victim's boyfriend saw the police during searching the area and asked them if they found a body. And the fact that he asked them if they found a body, nigga, them niggas became the main suspects and they went to jail. And about years later, probably like 10, 15 years later, motherfuckers found out through DNA evidence it wasn't even them, and they caught the dude that did it. But by that time, these niggas' life has been ruined. Ruined. All because that nigga slipped up and said, y'all found the body? He not thinking that by saying that shit, he's incriminating himself and making it seem like he killed somebody because they didn't say nothing about no body. Why are you saying something about a body? These type of shit will fuck you up. Have your lawyers present whenever you got to be interrogated, or just you don't know and you got nothing to say, because you have a right to remain silent.
When you got there. Is that true?
Yeah, it wasn't there.
It wasn't there. And the girls were not at Sonny's.
You know.
Someone in that vehicle murdered someone yesterday.
Somebody in the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did it go?
That's what I'm telling you right now. Someone in that car murdered someone yesterday.
Who did they murder?
Do you understand how serious this is now?
Yeah. But, like,
Do you understand the consequences for lying to the police in a homicide investigation as a third-degree felony?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you understand how difficult it is to get into medical school with a third-degree felony?
with any charges is hard.
It's very
Especially
difficult.
one tied to murder.
It's very difficult. Medical schools don't look too kindly upon that. You were with these girls all day and all night.
Yeah.
And
Well, not really, because I was at work in the mornings.
mm-hmm. What happened?
It ain't funny. Tell it.
Bruh, this one's wilding out. This one laughing. What happened? Fuck you mean when I don't know nothing? Yo, ain't I supposed to have a lawyer around this motherfucker? Like, and I'm one of those people too. I'll laugh if I know I'm innocent. If you start accusing me of some shit I didn't do and I know you got no, like you got nothing, you just making up some shit, my first instance is to laugh because I have to laugh before I get angry. I usually do. When somebody say some real fucked up shit to me, I usually laugh first. A little giggle comes out, and then because I be in such shock and disbelief that that person even said that to me. I gotta laugh for a second, and then it kicks in that they serious, like, and then I get mad. But I usually laugh right before I get mad. So.
Views, that's what I'm talking about.
You have a tell when you're not telling the truth, and it's and your tell is that you laugh or you smile because you're uncomfortable.
Actually, I laugh at every single thing, so.
And it's just when you're uncomfortable.
Bruh. See, that's how you tell they're young. They say shit like that. I laugh at everything. Shut up, nigga. That's like saying you laugh when you mad. Like, stop it. See, they don't understand, like, somebody like this police, this investigator here, she probably done been doing this for 20 years, 15 years. You know how much time she done seen motherfuckers have done laughed at some shit? Like, could you imagine a judge that done tried 4,000 cases and here comes the 4,001 case talking about, Your Honor, it wasn't me. I don't know why I did it. I would never do it again. That nigga the judge gonna be like, well, you're number 3,999 that said that. Like, why should I believe you, motherfucker? Like, did you know that's the first thing each criminal say when they come in this bitch? So it's like, man, I can't take your word for it. I gotta look at other stuff. Because everybody says the same shit. And it spoils it for the ones who actually mean it, but everybody says the same shit. So now I gotta judge y'all differently. I gotta judge y'all by other stuff as well. So if I'm an investigator and I done fucking did so much murder investigations where I done seen when niggas start sweating and getting nervous and start twitching and start moving funny and all that, and then here I go interrogating you and you start doing that. I'm going to be inclined to think that, yeah, that motherfucker guilty. I've seen this behavior before. I could be wrong, because there's exceptions to everything. But most likely this motherfucker's guilty, because I've seen it before. You know, you learn how to read these things. Now, people do stuff without even realizing it. Like, it got some people that get nervous and they bite their nails. They do certain shit that they don't realize until somebody point it out. They be like, yo, do you know when you get nervous, your eye twitches? They be like, really? Like, yeah, every time you get in certain situations, your eyes start twitching. Niggas don't even know that about themselves.
No, I just laugh at everything. Like right now, I'm just in here smiling. This whole time I've been sitting here smiling.
And why is that?
I don't know, that's just how I am. I just laugh and smile.
Well, I can tell you that the person who was murdered's family is not laughing and smiling today.
Oh no, I'm not laughing and smiling at that. That's
okay.
Not,
this is super serious, Jemima.
I know it is.
Super serious. Okay, you're an intelligent young woman. I'm sure you've read my shirt while we've been sitting here.
Yeah, I did. I saw when you came in, I'm thinking like,
Okay, this should not be a surprise to you.
It is a surprise because when you came in, I was thinking like, what happened? But now you just told me so.
Right,
the girls
Caitlin.
had to have told you what happened. If you were at work, we should be able to verify that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The girls were not there at work. The car was not there. We're going to be able to verify that as well. okay? But this is your family.
Yo, thank God this girl got a job, eh? Cause she's not the suspect. She's actually she wasn't in the car, nothing, when the murder happened. So she was at work. Good thing she had a job that was able to keep her ass out of this drama. She probably would have been in this car with them when they did that fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's another thing too. When you riding along with friends and shit, when they ready to do some fuck shit and you involved, and you ain't know that's what they was gonna do. Guess what? Your ass getting charged right with them, nigga. So that's why it's important to choose your friends. And my grandmas, my family, West Indies, we have a saying. They said, friends bring you go, but they don't bring you back. So your friends will take you places and take you all kinds of places, but they might not return your ass home safely. So friends will take you all kinds of places. You follow your friends and end up dying, nigga. And end up in trouble or end up in some serious shit and never return home. So all that follow friends and follow friend shit was forbidden when I grew up, when I was growing up. Follow your friends. Nigga, follow what friends will bring you go, but they won't bring you back. They will get you involved in all type of shit, but they ain't gonna save your ass when it's time for consequences. That's a fact. The driver getting the same amount of time. And then make it worse, if you and your friends go do a robbery and somebody get killed on a robbery, y'all getting charged with the murder, even if it's your friend that got killed. So it's like, no, listen, the odds is against you when you're doing crime like that, nigga. You might want to leave that shit alone. Find something else to do.
I know, but
Okay? You're in the car with them. You go pick them up. You go home with them. You guys are all the same age, approximately.
But we're not really like that close. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because you expect me to know everything.
Well, that's how you distance yourself, nigga. We ain't cool like that. That's how you distance yourself quick. Listen, we cool, but we ain't cool. Like, I know them, but I don't know them. Like, that's how you got. We friends, but we ain't friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that shit, nigga. You smart girl. Hey, that's the best thing she said all night, nigga. Shit, we ain't cool like that now. Don't try to put that on me.
Not really like.
Not everything, but is it every day that your family is involved in homicide?
No.
Okay, if you want to sit here and tell me and make me believe that you don't know who your cousin and your sister and your cousin are dating, which I find very hard to believe, especially since your sister is possibly pregnant by this guy.
Dang.
I find very hard to believe. That I didn't anticipate you lying about.
I mean, because they don't really like. It's not like they really in a relationship. Because
You don't have to be in a relationship to be pregnant by someone.
I mean, but if you talk to more than one person, then.
Ooh.
Really
Jemiah.
Ooh, she said, man, my sister and my cousins is hoes. I'm not sure which nigga they fucking. She's like, listen, you try to tell me I'm gonna know who they mess with and all that. Nah, nigga, they mess with different niggas. I don't be knowing. I don't be knowing. Shit, nigga, today could be this nigga, tomorrow's the next. I don't be knowing. Nigga. Hey, that girl getting herself, she clearing herself out of this one. Detective trying to lock her into shit like she got to be responsible for these other girls. She like, oh, hell no. You ain't going to try to put that on me. Like, I'm not responsible for none of these grown-ass women that they doing their own shit. You making it seem like when they do some shit, they have to come tell me. Don't do that, nigga. Don't do that.
Your sister's with him now. She's at his house right now. How do we know this and you don't? She's with him right now. She stayed the night with him last night. You're telling me I know more about her relationship than you? That's ludicrous. I don't expect you to know everything. I do expect you to know things that girls talk about, like who you're dating, who might have gotten you pregnant, and I don't know, who might have murdered someone in my car.
Who the fuck telling that last part? Wait a minute. You heard? And I don't know who might have murdered someone in my car. That's one of the secrets you keep. Like, now this officer is not being reasonable now. Come on. Maybe I might tell you who got me pregnant, But who got murdered in my car? That's one of the things you keep a secret. That's not one of the things you just go tell people. Like, come on, officer. Now let's be real here, officer. If I was killing people in my car, nigga, I'm not gonna be telling people. You feel me? You feel me? I'm not gonna be sharing that information. I might keep that a secret.
Like who you're dating, who might have gotten you pregnant, and I don't know, who might have murdered someone in my car. That's not something that happens every day. Your family is knee deep in this. And you were in the car yesterday and today. You got stopped in the car today.
Yeah. That's what I'm here.
I honestly don't think that you are out, shooting.
Think about this, y'all. You know your sister and your cousin just killed the nigga in that same car. Are you going to be caught dead in that car anytime after that? That'll be one of the cars I'm just not getting in. Nah, I'm good. Yo, nah, I'm gonna take an Uber. Nah, my friend gonna come pick me up. I'm good. Like, I ain't gonna say why I'm not going in that motherfucker, but nigga, I'm not being caught dead in that motherfucker, bro. That's a crime scene car. Nigga, once I know that's what happened in that car, I'm not sitting in that shit, nigga. Listen, we gonna call an Uber or something, nigga. Like, one thing I'm not gonna do is get in that car. I'm gonna always make up an excuse. I'm feeling sick, man. I don't feel like going away right now, man. My stomach hurt. Like, you fucking crazy. If I ever get in that car and I know that shit happened in that car, I'll be a fucking idiot, nigga. So that lets me know that she probably don't know what the fuck happened in that car. Because if I wasn't in that car and then you tell me that you killed somebody in this car, I'll be like, this car right here. So you killed somebody in this car. So you mean this same car right here that you showing me? This car right here, you killed somebody in this one right here that I'm looking at? This one. Fuck out of here. Like, how much? Nigga, fuck out of here. Like, this car? Yeah. Nah, I'm good.
People. It doesn't seem like it's in your nature. Okay? You're a good kid. But I do think you're holding back.
Okay, but it's because you expect me to know their names, but I don't really, like...
I expect you to tell me what you learned about a homicide yesterday involving a car that you were in today. What did you learn? This is someone's life.
I know.
And you are wanting me to believe that you're going to spend your entire professional existence saving lives. It starts today. It starts with the life that you are aware of that was snuffed out short yesterday. That's the life that is...
All right. I don't know. I got a little confused at this part. So she's like, she's going to be saving a life when the victim's already dead? I don't give a fuck if she tell on everybody. That nigga life is not being saved by her cooperating. At this point, there's nothing she can do to save that man's life. So when she makes this point, like, save her life, like, that's for people that are still alive. Like, I don't know why you trying to convince me that telling on my fucking cousins is saving a dead person's life. The record. There's no way I could be saving somebody's life who was already dead. So you could like, I wouldn't allow her, like, come on, officer, come on. I know you're trying to say stuff to get to me, but did you think about what you just said? Like, save a life? The nigga's dead already. At least if you were still in the hospital, nigga, maybe you can try to tell me that, but this nigga dead. There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do for that man anymore.
This is someone's life.
I know.
And you are wanting me to believe that you're going to spend your entire professional existence saving lives. It starts today. It starts with the life that you are aware of that was snuffed out short yesterday. That's the life that it starts with. If you're going to tell me you're going to save lives, it starts with his.
How?
I'm confused. You know, Pepper confused a little bit, man.
If you want to save lives, just start with this dead man today. If you want to save lives, it starts with this dead man today. Like, nigga, he doesn't even have a life no more. Not to be insensitive, it's just being realistic. Like, what is she saving?
Because his is important too.
Yeah, I'd have been like, his is important. I'm like, didn't you just say he died? Like, maybe his was important? Because I don't think he got life no more. Because you talking about we talking about life here, officer.
All I'm asking you is what happened.
I don't know. You keep on asking me that. I don't know.
Next, the police interview a witness who claimed they saw the shooting. The witness was able to describe what happened. However, he claimed that both the driver and passenger fired their weapons, and he believed that they were both men.
So 10 windows. 10 windows. And then this.
So y'all hear this? We got witnesses. They not sure because the tinted windows, but they believe that it's dudes that shot out the car, that was shooting out the car. So there's the police and everybody still looking at these girls that was in the car as witnesses because the witnesses are telling them that it was men that were shooting out the car. They believe it was men. They didn't get a good look, but they believe it was men. So that would mean, and being that the car belongs to the younger, to the girls, one of the girls, the police are inclined to think that one of these girls' boyfriends was driving the car and shot somebody and killed somebody. So that's pretty much what the police, because they don't want to believe these two young girls did this shit.
Car cut a right.
Two-door pickup.
Yeah, two-door pickup. This car caught a right, and then you said it.
Cut him off. He cut him off.
Both men claimed they saw the shooting. The witness was able to describe what happened. However, he claimed that both the driver and passenger fired their weapons, and he believed that they were both men.
So
10 windows.
10 windows, and then this car cut a right.
Two-door pickup.
Yeah, two-door pickup. This car caught a right, and then you said
He
it.
cut him off. He cut him off.
Cut the truck off.
Right, and was shooting. And he was steady shooting. But he was steady, when he's turning, he's shooting. And he kept going, shooting, and he stopped.
Point to where he was shooting at.
He started right here. He started shooting right here, over this way. The passenger, it's like he goes like that, and he was shooting like that.
Would you say his head's above the hood?
A little.
A little, but he...
Bruh, these motherfuckers watch too much movies, bruh. Bro, she is sitting in the passenger side with her hand out the window above the car, over the hood, shooting on the other side. Like, what movie these niggas in? Yo, are you really aiming at something? Who you trying to shoot like that? Man, these motherfuckers watching too much movies, bro. They probably shoot with the gun sideways too. like how they motherfuckers put the gun in your face sideways, like, yeah, nigga. Like, what the fuck is you doing with that? Like, nigga, you trying to look cool? Or you trying to kill me? Like, you over here, the sideways gun, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Trying to look cool. But goddamn, man, they put the hand out the window over the hood. Let me tell you something. This how you know them niggas don't be knowing what they doing. If y'all knew y'all was about to go ride on a nigga, somebody should have been in the back seat, bruh. That's all I'm saying. Like, so, the shooter should have been in the back seat, my nigga. Let the shooter chill in the back. Why am I giving tutorials? Anyway, let me stop. Let's go.
It's more like...
Right.
Okay.
Right.
His arm shooting over the top of the vehicle.
Over the top of the car. I think he could have shot the other guy in the hand, you know what I mean?
Okay.
The way he was
The way
shooting. Yeah.
What was the other guy doing?
The driver.
The driver.
He was shooting.
Was he shooting, like, is he driving like this? You're using his right hand.
Yes, I'm sorry, he was shooting, yeah.
So he's shooting across his body like this.
Bruh, the driver holding onto the steering wheel with his left hand and shooting across. So, just picture this, y'all. This shit is a movie. You right-handed, so you got to shoot with your right hand, right? But you driving, so you got to steer the car with your left hand. But you shooting out the driver's side window, so you literally got to shoot over your left hand. You got to you got to move your right hand over your left hand and shoot. Like, who are you shooting at? Niggas, yo, these niggas, are you that good of a marksman? Yo, this shit is a movie. Literally. You could tell that it's young people, man. It's young people. Literally. Queen, what up, Queen?
Right.
Windows were down?
Window was like right here.
Right here.
Right there. Like
Halfway?
Right there. Right halfway, so he can see.
How dark was the tent, would you think? If there, was there even any tent?
Yeah.
Because
Nah, that's not his meal. Kobe, you silly. They showed him video. They showed him video of the location and stuff. So they blurred it out. Yo, they usually give the suspects the meal when they start telling, not the witnesses.
As the witness said the shooters were both male, it led detectives to believe that
Halfway, so he can see.
How dark was the tent, would you think? If there, was there even any tent?
Yeah.
because the witness said the shooters were both male, it led detectives to believe that Marquis and Jaria might have just been passengers in the car when the incident took place. They believed that the suspects might be trying to protect the men involved.
Man, bro, I can't get past these pictures.
To believe that Marquis and Jaria might have just been passengers in the car.
Look at these. You gonna tell me these kids 18? These they mug shots, bro. I think they were like 18 and 19. These look like fucking babies. Like babies.
When the incident took place. They believed that the suspects might be trying to protect the men involved. With this information, they decide to bring both women in for interrogation. They begin by interviewing Marquis first.
I want you to understand your rights, okay?
All right, so they're doing Powerpuff first. The one with the puff in the head. Boomer, what up, Boomer? Boomer, today we on this is Thinkers Thursdays, where we deal with serious topics and current events and shit like that. Barely looks 16. I don't even know what kind of dudes is messing with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, these can't be no grown men looking grown men. Whoever's messing with these kids probably look just like kids, just like them. You know what I mean? But salute to Boomer on for the Thinkers Thursday. Appreciate you pulling up.
And then once we go through that, we'll swear you in, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of this and figure out where we go from here, okay?
Okay.
Did Detective Overfield explain to you why you're here?
No.
He did not?
No.
Okay. And this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. It's just a lack of communication, okay?
What he did was come to my mom's job
Okay.
and tell her that my phone was released and I can go pick up my phone. But I told my mom, that don't sound too right, or whatever. So, like 10 minutes later, they come bum rush the house I was at.
Police try to line her ass up. They try to trick her to come get locked up, and she's like, "Nah, that don't sound." She's like, "Nah," but you know why why they had to fucking bum rush the house? Because the police try to get her mom to get her to turn herself in by trying to trick her, tell her something about her phone, but she already knows she's part of a crime, so she like, nah, they ain't catch me with that, so they had to bum rush where they thought she was.
But I told my mom, that don't sound too right, or whatever. So, like 10 minutes later, they come bum rush the house I was at. So I can come outside out I want. That was it.
So you felt it was a little bit of a
My thing was,
Flip the
like you
switch
said,
on.
you close with my mom, right? Y'all could talk about anything.
Mm-hmm.
He could have came to my mom and said, your daughter got a warrant for her arrest.
Be done with it.
And it could have been done with it.
Turn it in.
Turned it in just like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he gonna go lie to my mom, tell me to pick up my phone. When I already knew I probably had a warrant for my arrest because y'all not giving anybody no their phones back. And I could care less about the phone. I bought me a new phone.
I'm sure you
It's
did.
materialistic. I don't care
Right.
about the phone.
But that led you to believe.
I knew I probably had a warrant, but my thing was, why would you lie? Just all that could have been
Avoid it.
avoided.
Yeah, just be straight with me.
Just keep it. I'm grown, just like you.
Mhm.
You just told me I
Keep
got
it
a
real.
warrant.
Keep it real. Just be honest. Tell us what happened and we'll be done with it. We'll walk away. Okay? So, obviously, when someone is killed, you watch these TV shows, it's a murder investigation. They don't stop. We work, Detective Sharp and I, everybody in the unit, we work just like we would for your brother, your mother, your cousins, your boyfriend. We work 24/7 for these families. That's our job. Okay? The investigations never stop. Forever. And when I retire or something happens to me, somebody else is going to pick it up. We have to do that. So we have been working this for 2 months now. It'll be 2 months. In a couple days, it'll be 2 months. This family is desperate. They need answers. They want to know what
I
happened.
understand, but it's like y'all want me to admit to something that I don't know. I told y'all what I know. I told y'all what I was doing over there.
John Show, salute. Welcome to Thinkers Thursday. Salute to you, brother. I'm gonna be dropping the link after the whole presentation and stuff is done. So depending on what direction we want to take it after that, I can either start a new live for the fuck shit or we just open panel the fuck shit after after Thinkers Thursdays segment is over.
I should never been over there. I already told y'all. It's like y'all want me to just say I was shooting, which I was not shooting. I never pulled a trigger in a day of my life.
Okay. And you know, and I don't know that Detective Overfield agrees with me on this, but you know, I looked at you and said, I know you didn't.
Of course, you said I didn't.
And I looked at Jaria and I said, I know you didn't. Because girls don't do that shit. Girls don't have beef like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you do, you're going to go to scrapping.
Yeah, you're right.
You're going to get on social media and sell each other out. That's...
Yo, this cop has studied behavioral patterns. So automatically, in order for you to do what they're accusing you of, and y'all be girls, and girls did this shit, y'all some ruthless motherfuckers. Because she's gonna explain to them how this shit normally goes. Like, even if somebody fucking did something to you, girls don't go ride on their enemies and shoot them the fuck up. That's not what girls do. So the cop is like, listen, man, we know y'all ain't do this. Because that would mean that y'all some different kind of motherfucker. Y'all with all types of... Like, there's girls like you, but that's not the norm. No, they sure do. But that's not the norm, bro. You know how gangster this chick gotta be? You know what type of time she gotta be on? There's not a lot of girls, like, even in the hood, there's certain girls like that, nigga. Not the majority of them. It's only... And you know who they are, nigga, because everybody know them. Everybody know the girls that is with all the fuck shit and she got a reputation and all that. And she usually hang with other girls that's bad just like her. And they usually be them. But nigga, they do not outnumber nobody. So they are like the minority. So if you just off the back, you gonna think that most people are part of the majority. I wouldn't think that you do drive-bys, shorty. you got a boyfriend and you pregnant? Y'all niggas doing drive-bys? Nah, bruh. So I understand what this cop is saying. Like, I wouldn't believe, like, first of all, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt off the back. Most likely your boyfriend or one of these niggas you fucking must have did it and you probably was in the car. That sounds more how it goes. You said she was a menace? Yeah, I'm sure she was. But it's usually, that's why you heard of her. Because if there was so much women out there doing that shit, she would have been so normal that you wouldn't even know her name because everybody would have been a KI out there. All the women would have been a KI. That would have been the norm.
Because girls don't do that shit. Girls don't have beef like that.
Mm-mm.
If you do, you're gonna go to scrapping.
Yeah, you're right.
You're gonna get on social media and sell each other out. That's what girls do. Okay? You might tell your boy, I don't like that girl, I don't like that boy, da da da, and let them handle it.
Absolutely, but
You might set a motherfucker up to get shot.
You hear that? You might set a motherfucker up to get shot. Cause y'all know how this go. Niggas get robbed, shot. It's usually the chick. Like, we know most of the time what role the girl gonna play. But when the girl is the shooter, my nigga, you know that ain't no bitch to play with. You know that bitch with all the shits, nigga.
That's what girls do.
not this one.
Okay, but what I'm saying is I looked at both of you dead in your eye and I said, I know you didn't. But the information that we have, the shots came from your car.
Do you have evidence?
Yes.
What evidence?
Okay, and this is what...
And this is where people like this fuck up, young people. Let me tell you something. You don't ask for fucking evidence. You just deny. Okay? You don't be like, what evidence you got? Nigga! Fuck you mean what evidence I got? Nigga, it's either you did or you didn't. This is where you start fucking up. When you start talking about, well, so what you got on me? So what evidence you got? Nigga! Who asks that? He says, pum pum in the trigger finger. Jano dog. Pum pum roll. Yo, god damn.
But the information that we have, the shots came from your car.
Do you have evidence?
Yes.
What evidence?
Okay, and this is what's gonna screw you over in the long run.
She realized, like, girl, that's the worst question you could ask a cop during an investigation where you claiming that you're not guilty. You can't ask them for something that they're not supposed to have and then wait for the answer. You're supposed to just maintain that they don't have it because they're not supposed to because you didn't do it. If she thought they didn't have evidence, she shouldn't have said that. Because just even making any notion of evidence implies that you probably did it, but you just don't have the proof. No, you maintain your innocence, period, nigga. Period. They're going to have to tell you they got evidence. But when you did the crime and you're trying to find out what they know, that's when you kind of say certain shit to try to figure out. So what did you hear, officer? So what are the people telling you? So what did the witness say? This is not shit you need to know. This is shit that you just shouldn't even be asking because it wasn't you, you wasn't there. You don't need to know none of that shit unless you need this information to help you come up with a better motherfucking story. Cops be bluffing, you damn right they be bluffing. That's why you don't allow them to make it seem like, so what evidence you got? Nigga, you're not supposed to ask that. You're supposed to be sure there ain't no evidence. You don't even want to hear about what evidence they got because you know there ain't none.
Okay, and this is what I'm trying to avoid happening to you. The evidence is super strong against the occupants of that vehicle. Do I think it was you and Jaria? God, I pray to the Lord that you girls wouldn't go over there and shoot up that damn street. I pray to God. But 2 people shot from that car. The car that you own, the car that we recovered. 2 people shot from that car. And yes, we can prove that. And I'm not bullshitting you or you would not be sitting here.
How can you prove it?
You will see.
These kids, man, they don't be knowing, y'all. She gonna ask the cop, how can you prove it? First of all, you should never ask that. Because you can't be asking them, How they gonna prove some shit you wasn't involved in? First of all, you don't want to hear none of that shit. You just deny. You sound like you trying to get information. These kids, boy, and they swear they smarter than you, right? So they always swear they doing some shit that you can't catch on because they so smart. And they be like, man, this cop has been interrogating people for this same type of shit for how many years, and you're saying shit that somebody done said before. You're displaying behavior she done seen before. And one thing you don't do is try to find out what evidence they got when you trying to maintain your innocence because you ain't do nothing. It don't matter what evidence they got, nigga, because none of that shit gonna have you in it. It doesn't matter. They could have your evidence. It ain't gonna involve me. Yes, nigga, you supposed to have evidence in the motherfucking crime. Go deal with that, nigga. You ain't gonna have me. I'm not in your evidence, nigga. And I can be sure of that because I ain't do shit. But when I know I might have did something, ain't I supposed to have a lawyer present? Yeah. I'm innocent, but you know, I was told that, you know, lawyers supposed to be present. Like, you're not supposed to just question me for... What am I here for again? Murder? Oh, no, lawyer. Lawyer. I'll remain silent. Nah, man, they playing a dangerous game here, youngins.
Lord, that you girls wouldn't go over there and shoot up that damn street. I pray to God. But 2 people shot from that car. The car that you own, the car that we recovered. 2 people shot from that car. And yes, we can prove that. And I'm not bullshitting you, or you would not be sitting here.
How can you prove it?
You will see through testimony and evidence that that came from that car. Okay?
One of the main reasons suspects talk to police is because they want to know what the police know, so they can create a story to explain the evidence. Marquis wants to know what evidence they have, and the detective needs to convince her that the evidence is strong without giving away any details. If the detective tells her something that she knows is not true, then Marquis will know they are lying and they don't have enough evidence to charge anyone.
Okay? Is the testimony strong? Is the evidence strong against the 2 of you for murder? Yes. It's super strong, or you would not be sitting here. And your cousin is going to be occupying this seat shortly. It's bad for both of you. Do I think either one of you were the actual trigger people? I would be very, very surprised, and I've been doing this 10 years. I just can't say.
All right, so we got 10 years for the detective here. And this shit is open and shut. They own the cars. They were seen getting out the car. You have the car on the crime scene. You got witnesses saying that the people that was driving the car was the shooters. It's easy to just lock them up and charge them with the crime. You seen them coming out the car. But because she doesn't want to believe that these 2 girls did it, she's going with the more logical fact that it had to have a guy or 2 guys in the car. Maybe both of y'all boyfriends was in the car. Because this shit is open and shut. Literally. But she's hanging on to maybe these girls probably didn't do it. Maybe they didn't do it. Maybe it was one of their boyfriends that did it. Maybe it's one of the guys that was with them that did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this shit clear. I just lock them the fuck up and make them, well, tell me who did it then, because I'm charging you. Nigga, I saw you get out the car, all that. Like, I got all the circumstantial evidence I need. Fedici, salute. I got all the circumstantial evidence I need.
I just can't see the animosity in your heart or in your cousin's heart. You girls are working girls. You have jobs. You both want to go. You're going to school, or you want to go to school, and you have futures. You have plans. You have things that you're doing. Okay? That's it. You smoke a little weed. You hang out with some of these guys. They're your boyfriends. We understand that. We know where Brandon was. We verify his alibi. We know from your phone exactly where you were. That's why we kept your phone.
Well, they know from her phone exactly where she was. So that means we know that you was on the crime scene without the witnesses. We don't even need the witnesses. They just confirm what we already know, which solidifies our case even more. Come on, man. Come on, man. So you was in the car. Your only option now is to say that you did it or to blame a nigga that was in the car with you. Because you're losing at this point.
But your testimony just backed up what your phone already told us. Okay, what you told us, we checked your phone backed you up. You were there. You were there when the shots rang out. We know that. In fact, you and Jaria had such specific information, very, very detailed information about what happened. You couldn't have been anywhere else. You had to have been there when it occurred. You had to have been there when those shots were fired. Because you both knew too much. That wasn't hearsay testimony. You didn't hear that from the boys in the car. You were there.
Yeah, I told you, I was there.
You were there, and you were honest about that. And so was your cousin. You were both honest about that. Okay? What we can't get past is how those shots came from your car. If you're in the front passenger seat where you said you were, and Jaria's driving, which you and her both said she was.
See how they... So she says she's in the passenger. The friend said she's driving. They driving that car. That car was there on the crime scene. They got video of that car. The thing is, the windows are tinted. So with the windows being tinted, the witnesses couldn't tell if it was males or females. So the fact that they're placing themselves in each seat of the fucking car. I was in the passenger. That one was in the fucking driver's seat. And the witnesses is saying that the passenger and the shooter was the ones, and the passenger and the driver was shooting. You're saying that what the witnesses saw was whoever was in the passenger seat, which is you, was shooting, and whoever was in the driver's seat, which is your cousin, was shooting. You're placing yourself in the places where they said the shooters was. They don't be knowing.
If the two of you don't fire those guns, who did?
Those shots was fired out my car, detective.
Damn. Boy, I'd rather get a lawyer than sit there and lie.
Why would I jeopardize everything I got for
I hope you
some boys that who knows I'll be with 10 years from now?
Correct.
I'm in love with my boyfriend. Like you said, mine was at work. But like I said, why would I jeopardize? I'm young. Yeah, I'm in love with him. I say that, but I'm 18 years old. Why would I jeopardize that from 10 years?
But you don't have to jeopardize. You don't have to jeopardize it because first of all, we talked with him. First of all, we know where he was. We verified it. Second of all, he was mad at you for just going over there to buy weed.
Yeah,
he was
he already told me don't go over there to buy weed. He already know what this stuff.
Exactly.
He already told me.
He already knows. He already knows.
I took it upon myself when he was at work.
So it's not your boyfriend, and it's not. I would never think that you. First of all, you don't have to worry about it because we know Brandon wasn't there, but Scotty was.
Scott was not with us. Scott was not with us.
So, when did he get out of the car?
When she picked me up, it was nobody. It was me and her. So I don't know before then, but when it was me and her.
So you did not get in the back seat?
No. When she picked me up, no.
From McDonald's?
I was never in the car with McDonald's.
I know, because they picked you up after they went to McDonald's.
See, that detective is close, is friends with or has some kind of rapport with this girl's mother. Did the fucking detective is basically trying to lead her on by helping her out? Like, you supposed to be in the back seat, girl, so that the passenger could be a guy, and that'll be the shooter. But the more you let her know that it was you, and you're actually making it beyond a reasonable doubt because you're assuring her that you was the passenger, she's locking your ass in as the suspect. Damn.
Yes.
Okay. Who was in the car at McDonald's?
What I was told was all of them, but I was never in there with them with McDonald's, so I don't know who was, from my side, I don't know who was in the car with McDonald's. Okay. I wasn't there, I wasn't with them, I was still home. They
you said, okay, so you just said from what I was told, all of them. Who's all of them?
Who she was with, Pimpin', her and Pimpin', that's what she told me. Her, Pimpin', and Reggie was in the car.
Her, Pimpin', and Reggie, okay. So, Pimpin' meaning Scotty Burnett.
Yeah.
Okay. Her, Pimpin', and Reggie. All right.
Marquis' story is that they were...
Hold on. My nigga name is Scotty Pimpin'. Yo, that nigga name is Scotty Pimpin.
They told me her pimping and Reggie was in the car.
Her pimping and Reggie, okay. So, pimping meaning Scotty Burnett.
Yeah.
Okay. Her pimping and Reggie. All right.
Marquis' story is that they were in fact in the area at the time the incident took place. She claims that she was with Jaria when they heard the shots and saw the victim in his vehicle. After they saw him, they got scared and went to do some laundry. The detectives spend the next hour going through all the evidence with Marquis, hoping that she will tell them who the shooter is. As Marquis shares her side of the story, the detective begins to think that maybe the shooter is sitting right in front of her.
Because, you're telling me you girls were the only ones in the car.
Yeah, we was.
So, maybe I'm misreading you.
I think I pulled the trigger.
Maybe I'm misreading you.
For nothing.
Maybe both you girls are much more badasses.
Notice how she rocking like a motherfucker for real, bro. She start rocking. She said, "You think I pulled the trigger?" That motherfucker start rocking. It's like she in a rocking chair.
Than I ever imagined.
I was always taught if somebody can't do it themselves, why would I be doing it? I ain't finna do nobody dirty work. I got that much sense. I'm not doing nobody dirty work.
Bro, she is. Yo, she. I don't even think she. I don't think she realized that she's rocking like that. I don't think she talking normal and just rocking like she in a rocking chair. Like, girl, do you notice what your body is doing right now? I don't think she notices. I think her body's doing that because she's nervous and she doesn't even fucking realize that you're rocking. You're literally just rocking back and forth like you look crazy.
And I wasn't.
And that is the only explanation. I'm missing it. And maybe Detective Overfield's been right all along.
When Marquis is told she might be a possible suspect, her calm demeanor changes and she begins to rock back and forth. She no longer appears confident and she begins to stumble over her own words.
I'm missing it.
You think we the one who did it?
100%. 100%. This is why we argue. This is why I asked Detective Sharp to come in the room, because we argue. Because you don't want to see Detective Overfield and I argue.
Let me tell you something. My thing is, I wouldn't put my hand out to know. I wouldn't put my hand out to shoot nothing. This gonna identify me off it. I got a tattoo that's gonna identify.
Marquis claims that if she put her arm out the window to fire the gun, the witnesses would have seen her tattoo and been able to identify her. Marquis just made a huge mistake, and the detective is about to pick up on it.
Either way it go. If I shot my hand this way.
Did you see what she just did? Hold on. Now, they said the passenger shot from out the window and put their hand over the hood, over the roof of the car. This stupid girl reenacted her putting her hand over her head to do the shooting. Why would you? She literally reenacted how she would have shot, and that's how the person shot.
Witnesses would have seen her tattoo and been able to identify her. Marquis just made a huge mistake, and the detective is about to pick up on it.
Either way it go. If I shot my hand.
She gonna put her hand up. What the witness said. The witness put his hand up and said they were shooting. Girl, you not supposed to know how the passenger shot. Her stupid ass gonna say that if she had stuck her hand out and shot, that they would have saw her tattoo. And she's so focused on the tattoo that she's not realizing that she's reenacting how she actually shot. But wait, there's more.
And this way or through the pastor, I got something that's going to identify, and I cannot deny these tattoos.
When did you get those?
I have got this like a few weeks ago, I think. But, you know what I'm saying?
You didn't have them before.
No, but this right here.
Notice how she's trying to keep talking. She tried to keep. Wait a minute. Wait, you ain't gonna just speed past like you ain't just say what you just said. When did you get these tattoos? After the shooting? So you went and got tattoos after the shooting and on that arm and try to use the tattoos as the reason why it couldn't have been you because they would have noticed the tattoos. Well, you didn't have the tattoos when the shooting happened, ma'am. You don't know that? You don't know that you didn't have the fucking tattoos when the shooting happened. And the detective like, wait, when you get those tattoos? She's like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Stop playing with me. Then she's like, yo, so you didn't have them at the shooting? No, but these tattoos right here. She just tried to gloss over that shit like, wait a minute. Why would you point out that they would notice your tattoos when you know you didn't even have them?
Marquis just made a huge mistake, and the detective is about to pick up on it.
Either way it go, if I shot my hand this way or through the patch, I got something that's going to identify, and I cannot deny these tattoos.
When did you get those?
I have got this like a few weeks ago, I think. But, you know what I'm saying?
You didn't have them before.
No, but this right here will identify.
But you didn't have them before.
I had this one before. Yes.
Not when you stuck that one out the window over the hood of the car. You did not have that.
I did not have this one. No.
Correct.
See how the cop just fucked her up? She said, not when you stuck your hand out the window and shot, you didn't have this tattoo. She said, no, I didn't have this tattoo. You just acknowledged that when you shot out the window, you didn't have those tattoos. Did you hear the question? Because I wouldn't have answered shit. I'd be like, I didn't shoot out no window. That would have been my answer. Because you answered, no, I didn't have the tattoos, to a question about, did you have the tattoos when you shot out the window? I'd have been like, I didn't shoot out no window. Fuck the tattoo part, nigga. I didn't shoot out no window. Her stupid ass answered it, and the detective gonna ask her that shit again. And her stupid ass gonna answer it again. Like, do you not realize that any answer to this question is admitting that you fucking shot out the window? So you gotta stop immediately and be like, yo, I didn't shoot out no window. So the answer to that question I can't answer. There is no answer to that because I didn't shoot out no window. She tricked her. Got her to say she didn't have the tattoos at the time when she shot out the window. She asked her specifically, so when you were shooting out the window, you didn't have the tattoos? She gonna say, no, I didn't have the tattoos. Bitch, did you know that you just admitted yes to shooting out the window even though you said no, you didn't have the tattoo? God damn.
Have them before.
No, but this right here will identify.
But you didn't have them before.
I had this one before. Yes.
Not when you stuck that one out the window over the hood of the car. You did not have that.
I did not have this one. No.
Correct. So it wouldn't identify you.
This same whenever was on the window.
What you just did up over the roof of the car like that, shooting, you did not have that tattoo.
I'm saying I wouldn't do that because I know it's ways to identify me and it's ways to identify because Daria have a tattoo too on both things. She had words before her, so I know it's ways to identify.
Sweetheart, I know, but you said that you had that and you didn't.
No, I didn't say I had these. I'm saying these will identify me.
She fucking up. No, I didn't say I didn't had. How would those identify you if you didn't have them when the shooting took place? Like, why would you even bring it up?
Tattoo will identify me. I never said I had this because I know I had this 2 weeks ago.
All right. You just got it. I can tell that the ink is fresh.
It's burning? Yes, I just got it.
Yeah. Okay. I have tattoos too, so I'm familiar. Okay. All right. So, at the moment that you shot out the vehicle over the roof of the car, there was not a tattoo on your forearm.
I never shot out the vehicle of the car.
Okay.
Oh, she caught on that time. Motherfucker caught on that time. She caught on this time.
All right. Now, this arm wouldn't have done the shooting because obviously you'd have had to shoot over her face in front of your cousin, and that would have been dangerous. So, I imagine you girls had a beef with this boy. I guess, you know, and sometimes experience is not, my experience is why I say what I say, okay? But sometimes experience is just, maybe some of the newer detectives are just closer to the streets than I am because I'm older, I tend to read people, but you guys are a new generation. You guys are a new generation. Apparently, my experience is making me argue on your behalf, and maybe it's because of my connection to your mom. maybe it's my experience that's tending to argue on your behalf and I'm wrong, and I've been wrong for 2 months. And maybe Detective Overfield's been right.
No.
And it's certainly all of the evidence that he's tried to, and I don't know why I argue in the face of evidence, because evidence is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Testimony is testimony, evidence is evidence, physical evidence is physical evidence, but my history has told me you girls don't do this. It's just not in your nature to do this. But maybe I'm thinking of my generation or people a little bit younger than me.
I'm starting to think that her mom might work in law enforcement or something. That's what I'm starting to think, because she's basically trying to help this girl, but turns out like, yo, damn, you really did this shit. I'm trying to help you, but no. And the evidence is clear, but she's still trying to go against the evidence because she don't want them to be the ones that actually did the shooting. Because she know her mom.
And not the girls who are 19 to 25 of today. Because when I listen to your mom told us a lot about Jaria. She wasn't as convinced that you would do something like that unless you were with Jaria. But she was dead set convinced Jaria would. Jaria straight up cold. She sat in this chair where you're sitting right now and said, Jaria, yes. But I don't think my daughter would do it. Maybe she's just trying to protect you. But I don't think my daughter would do that. Unless she was with her cousin.
See, right there, the cop is now setting up the opportunity for her to be like, Jaria forced me to do it. She's the one that manipulated me. Like, the cop is actually leaving that door open for her right now to just snitch on Jaria and just try to say, like, Jaria forced me. You know what I mean? The cop is leaving that open, like, she's hoping she take the bait.
So, if there's no one in the back seat, and it's just you girls, I've been wrong the whole time, and I'm going to have to apologize to your mom because I never in a million years would have banked on that. And it tears me up to hear you say that. I think we've solved our case. I think we're pretty much at a point where we're going to present it to a jury, and it's going to happen. I mean, there's nothing.
Boy, she ain't even rocking regular now. Now she doing a rock and roll, nigga. She is rocking and rolling at the same time. Now she's doing the Cabbage Patch.
Nothing left to do.
Okay.
Unless, and now's your only chance to do this, and I'm sure Detective Sharp has questions for you if you don't mind, but now's your only chance to do this, but unless there's mitigating circumstances, and that's why I mentioned the sexual assault, unless there's some sort of situation where this boy, you know, that y'all were, unless there's a legitimate concern, a reason, you know, and like you said, you wouldn't do anybody else's dirty work. If a bitch needs to die, then you're going to handle it for yourself.
For myself, I ain't gonna tell nobody else to do nothing.
Correct. You're not going to have your boyfriend do it. Jari is probably not going to have her boyfriend do it, although her boyfriend probably would do it. But maybe we've been wrong maybe I've been wrong all along, and Detective Overfield's been right. And maybe y'all just handled your business. Because, you know, if a bitch needs to die, a bitch needs to die. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe y'all went over there, you saw him clutching, and you told him you were coming, and you caught him slipping, and he was off Jackson Street, and you thought...
It would be evidence of a phone call, that me calling him, a text message to him, telling him where I'm going to be at.
Well, I mean, y'all were headed to Jackson Street.
Creed, what up?
Y'all were headed to Jackson Street.
Which we did admit. That was headed to,
You were headed to Jackson Street, okay? But you caught a bitch slipping south. You caught him slipping south. You caught him slipping out of his hood where he didn't have his homeboys. Okay? And it was actually...
Bro, these girls riding on the enemies, bro. She caught... Bro, so the man that got killed is actually another person driving on the road while they start shooting at some nigga. They caught a nigga lacking and try to dump on that boy and end up killing somebody that was driving, bro. What type of girls is this? We ride on our enemies. Bro, she caught the ops lacking and try to ride on the ops. Her and her cousin, like, what? Y'all gang members for real? Like, damn. These girls taking this life way too serious, man.
It's advantageous for both of you girls to catch him slipping down Jernigan because he didn't have everybody else there to shoot with him.
For 2 months,
Yo, you had a cop caught that nigga slipping, caught him slipping. He ain't had, yo.
You were headed to Jackson Street, okay? But you caught a bitch slipping south.
She said you caught a bitch slipping south. Yo, she said you caught a bitch slipping south.
Y'all were headed to Jackson Street.
None of that.
Y'all were headed to Jackson Street.
Which we did admit. That was heading to the
You were headed to Jackson Street, okay? But you caught a bitch slipping south.
Said you caught a bitch slipping south. This white lady said, yo, but you caught a bitch slipping south. Yo, man. Caught a bitch slipping.
You caught him slipping south. You caught him slipping out of his hood where he didn't have his homeboys.
Nigga was out of his hood where he didn't have his homeboys. Caught that nigga slipping. Caught a bitch slipping.
Okay, and it was actually advantageous for both of you girls to catch him slipping down Jernigan.
Caught that nigga slipping. That boy was lacking, boy. Caught that nigga lapping. Lacking, my fault, yo. Just to hear this white cop talk about, yo, you caught a bitch slipping. Yo,
Because he didn't have everybody else there to shoot with him.
For 2 months, the detective tried to piece together the puzzle, but there was always one piece missing. Now that she is on the right track, all the pieces are coming together and it all finally makes sense.
That's crazy that you think like that.
I didn't before about 5 minutes ago. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't until you did the thing with the tattoo in the arm.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah, now I do.
Okay, that's fine.
Now I do. Now I
You have any
completely...
questions?
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I do. I don't know as much as Detective Sprague knows about this case, but just listening to, I was out there that day and talking to Detective Overfield and Detective Sprague today about this, and listening to you, and knowing the evidence that they have, and what the couple of things that you've said that have, and they're little details, but as adamant that you are that you didn't have a gun and the shots didn't come from your car, you've tripped yourself up, in my opinion, in a couple of the little details. This was a big one, up and over the roof of the car.
Yeah, it was. How else would they say shots was fired from that car? So if, like I said,
she said, how else if shots was fired from that car? There's a few ways you can be shooting from the passenger seat, girl. Man.
she said if I shot that way, that would be shooting in front of my cousin's face. I wouldn't. That don't make any sense. If I'm shooting over my head, for one, I'm not going to be able to see anything, so that's a waste of bullets.
Not only did Marquis imply that she had the tattoo on her forearm before the incident took place, she also showed detectives how she would have shot out of the vehicle. What's interesting is that her description matches what the witness told detectives.
Either way it goes, if I shot my hand this way or through the passenger, I got something that's going to identify, and I cannot deny these tattoos.
The passenger, it's like he goes like that and he was shooting like that. Would you say?
That don't make any sense.
No, but you didn't really want to hurt anybody because you didn't want to go to prison for the rest of your life.
She fucked up. She fucked up. Okay?
Yeah, and
If I'm going to pull the trigger, I might as well do it all the way. I'm not going to know that.
Sending a message.
I don't know. I'd rather send a message than
Then actually go to prison.
Yeah,
and
than
actually hit someone.
Right. and send a message.
And then the reason why I said that is because I was told from the detective that Marquia Hamilton was the shooter of the crime scene. That's what happened.
Say it again.
I was told by the detective that they got witness saying the shots fired at my house, the car. They got witness saying that Marquia Hamilton was the shooter or whatever.
Of this shooting?
Yes.
Oh, that you're the shooter?
Yes. And I was a passenger.
And you were the witnesses are saying you were the passenger?
No, I'm telling you I was the passenger.
Oh, but they're saying you were the driver.
No, they're saying I was the shooter.
The shooter.
Their shots was fired at that car. Whatever.
Both of you shot?
Are we done here?
I'm not sure.
I just want to tell you that,
Yo, the detective said, both of you shot. She said, are we done here?
Their shots was fired at that car. Whatever.
Both of you shot?
Are we done here?
When she said both of you shot, she like, man, I had enough.
Telling you I was the passenger.
Oh, but they're saying you were the driver.
No, they're saying I was the shooter.
The shooter.
Their shots was fired at that car. Whatever.
Both of you shot?
Are we done here?
I'm not sure.
I just want to tell you that the decisions that you make could very well affect the rest of your life. And I want you, because I don't know you like Detective Sprague does, but you seem like a very smart young lady, and apparently you had quite a future going for you. And I just want to make sure that you understand that before we walk out of this room, the decisions that you make could be critical to the rest of your life. People make mistakes. They happen all the time. Okay, this guy in this truck getting shot, I don't think either one of you intended to hit him. Clearly, you didn't even know him, unless it was some type of road rage incident, and maybe he did something and pulled a weapon on you. I don't know. Only you would know that. But I don't think any of the shots that were fired because of how they were out of a moving vehicle at a moving target, people don't think they're going to hit. It's more of a warning, sending a message. And if that's the case, you need to say that. Because that can make a big difference between what happens if we leave it like it is, or it goes forward with you saying that. And
I understand, but it was no shots fired. Y'all want me to admit to something I did not do.
I never want you to admit to anything you didn't do. But here's the thing: you have to understand, from our standpoint, we have all this evidence, witnesses, GPS locations, video, all of these things.
Do you guys have a gun?
Showing that it did come out of that car.
See, do they have a gun? She just heard all the other evidence. But she feels, if they don't got a gun, do you got a gun though? But do you have a gun? I know, I heard all that other shit, but do you have a gun though? You know, without a gun, you can't convict me, right? You fucking crazy.
Did you guys have a gun?
I don't know.
99% of the time when we convict people of murder, we don't have the gun.
Was there gun residue found on top of my car?
Was there gun residue found on top of my car? Yo, this motherfucker is something else. Yeah, she not smart. That's clear.
I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, are we done then?
Murder, we don't have the gun.
Was there gun residue found on top of my car?
I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, are we done then? Because if it was, I'm ready to go.
Okay. All right. Not a problem. Any idea? Time is 2:33. What I was hoping to hear. Do you need that? Okay. What I was hoping to hear from you when I talked to you about the victim was some remorse and some apologies to the family. But
I apologize because what if that was me, or I understand they're grieving, I understand they're going through it, but me saying sorry like I did it or had something to do with it or knew that somebody did it, I don't. I don't, so I'm sorry for their loss.
But not for any responsibility that you might have had in that, I guess?
I don't have no responsibility in it.
None?
No.
Okay. All right, honey, good luck to you.
Okay. See you later.
Mhm. If you need anything, just knock on the door, okay?
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
The detectives are convinced that the two women are the shooters, so now it's time to interview Jaria and see what she has to say.
Where's the detective?
Out there dealing with someone else right now.
Can I talk to him? Because y'all put me over. Y'all didn't pour her over. Y'all should be talking to me.
They're gonna get to you.
They need to get. I've been here since 12.
Okay.
This don't make no sense. Y'all put me over, not her. Y'all need to be talking to me.
That's the other one. That's the other one. That's the cousin. Who y'all think is more bad? Who y'all think is more bad? You see how the other one handled it? Look how this one is. This one look like she the bad one. That's Gray Hoodie. Kobe knows. Kobe knows that's Gray Hoodie. That's the cousin. That's the Gray Hoodie one. The one with the eyes.
Okay. They're gonna get to you.
One's in one and.
No, because y'all talking to everybody but the person y'all need to be talking to.
They've only spoke to one person, which is the older female. I don't know who that is to you.
That's my mother. And y'all pulled me over. Y'all slammed me on the ground, so y'all should be talking to me.
Okay, they're gonna get to you.
She said, y'all slammed me on the ground, so y'all should be talking to me. Damn. Does she know what she's there for?
Ain't no, they need to get to me now. I've been here since 12 o'clock.
Okay. They need to get to me now, nigga. Yo, this one right here. This one right here is a little bit more aggressive. This one right here, she ain't as docile as the other one. This one right here, she gonna get in your face, it look like.
Okay, I relayed the message.
No, he already came by. I'm waiting for him to come back. This don't make no sense.
Let me look for him. I don't know where he's at right now. Who is it, the male?
It's two males. They supposed to come back. I'm waiting for them right now.
There's a male and a female, the only two that are here right now.
It was a male with facial hair? It was a male that came by and said he's coming back. He ain't come back. Y'all talking to everybody but me.
Like I said, they only spoke to the mom, your mom.
I got pulled over. I should be the first one y'all talk to. I the one got pulled over.
Okay.
So y'all should talk to me. Y'all doing everything but doing y'all job.
Yo. This one right here, bossy. This one bossy.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a sec.
Bro.
They're not related to you.
I know they're not. I'm just, can you go get the detective?
I have to go get him.
I've been here, it's freezing cold.
I can't get him for you standing by the door. Give me a second.
You go to the bathroom.
Can you talk to me?
Yeah, we're coming in right now. She's got my partner going to the bathroom. You got to go to the bathroom beforehand?
I would rather talk to you right now.
Okay, we're coming here and we'll talk to you, okay?
What I'm here for?
She don't even know why she did. This nigga about to wild out on everybody. She said she ain't that bad. You ain't that bad.
We're going to sit down and explain to you, but I told you before what we do. So, you're here for a murder investigation.
A what?
Murder investigation.
What do I have to do?
I'm talking a minute. But she's going to the bathroom to come in.
Can you just start talking?
Let me grab my stuff. I'll sit down with you. Let me go grab it right now. I'm coming in.
The detectives enter the room and spend the next hour listening to Jaria tell her version of the story. Her story matches Marquise, and she even explains that one day she wants to be a sniper in the military, so she believes in doing the right thing and being honest.
A what? A sniper? Shit, I wouldn't have said that. Yo, if I wanted to be a sniper before that moment, the minute I got into that motherfucking interrogation room, nigga, I would no longer have wanted to be a sniper, nigga. I would have changed my whole goals in life. Like, yo. I would have changed all my goals in life, nigga. I would have not want to be from the minute I got in that fucking police interrogation room, nigga. Sniper would not have been on my motherfucking list no more.
Tell her version of the story. Her story matches Marquise, and she even explains that one day she wants to be a sniper in the military, so she believes in doing the right thing and being honest. When she finally finishes, the detectives confront her and ask her if she was the shooter.
Did you girls shoot at him?
No. No, I ain't that. No. Got the balls to shoot at nobody.
I thought you wanted to be a sniper.
Not shooting at nobody for what reason?
This nigga said, I don't got the balls to shoot at nobody. What, like, what, you want to be a sniper? Yeah, did she forget she wanted to be a sniper? Cause she said, I don't got the balls to shoot. The cop like, wait, Shaggy? Scooby?
Got the balls to shoot at nobody.
I thought you wanted to be a sniper.
Not shooting at nobody for what reason? To protect myself. Mm-hmm.
Or for your country.
I ain't shoot nobody.
Or for your country.
Can't y'all do fingerprints? Or something?
She said, can't y'all do fingerprints or something? Yo. Yo, oh man. This is a fucking example of who should not be doing crime, nigga.
Fingerprints for what?
She just asked me, did I shoot somebody?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't shoot nobody.
What the fuck the fingerprints gonna do? They gonna fingerprint her ass to book her ass to jail. Can't y'all do fingerprints or something? What is that gonna do?
Why is it that folks are telling us that the gunshots came from your car?
Mm-hmm.
That all of the gunshots, and believe me, there was more than 5 to 7, came from your vehicle.
Never owned a gun, never touched a gun, never even shot a gun.
Did you loan the car to someone?
No.
I
can't tell you what she did.
No, because y'all were there. I mean,
yeah, we was together. But
you can because you were with her, right?
Yeah.
So unless you're lying about being there when the shots were fired, and somebody else had the car, y'all had it,
we
right?
had the car.
And what time was this?
Around.
Yo, Sacred, you a fool, man.
She picked me up around 12-ish, 1 o'clock, like around.
From Brandon's?
Yes, I had text her and I said, cousin, come get me. I have to go to wash my clothes.
Do you know where she was coming from?
No, I do not.
Because she had your car all night.
I don't know where she was coming from. I'll say.
So, obviously, the only person that had that car was y'all girls.
Yeah. Ain't nobody. Shoot.
We work for the people who could no longer speak.
Who's
Okay?
silent?
And I'm yawning because we have not slept since yesterday. We've been up for well over 24 hours. We are exhausted. The reason you are here is because the people we spoke to yesterday told us the gunshots came from your car.
I'll tell you, I ain't.
And that the front seat passenger and the driver are the shooters. And that's you girls. That don't make a lick of sense, though.
I'm not shooting no pistol. I never shot no pistol. It was only me and Jari in our car. I don't know why they said we was the one shooting the car.
That's what they told us. Oh, everybody out there.
I never owned a gun, never touched a gun.
I think we've been in here with you girls, but I think they've already executed a search warrant on her house.
Oh, well.
Y'all's.
Oh, go ahead. Ain't nothing in there.
I think they already did it.
They probably did.
I think they already wrote it and everything.
Marquis and Jaria would be arrested for manslaughter with a firearm, and they are currently out on bail awaiting trial. Prosecution believes that the victim was just driving through when he was caught in the crossfire. For now, we'll have to wait and see what happens next. Thank you.
That was interesting. Shout out to the chat, Jay Hustler. What's going on, man? Shout out to Jay Hustler in the building. Turn Nightbot back on. If anybody want to hit the link. Drop the link in the chat if anybody want to hit the link. Hold on. No update, not yet. This just came out about a month ago or 2 months ago. Um, they they out on bail right now. They got arrested. They charged with manslaughter, but they out on bail. So the case is still ongoing as of now. This this video came out about maybe a month ago. So still updates pending on that one. Hold up. Wait. Drop the link in the chat just in case anybody want to come up. Hold on. What else I got here? Now, got I got this other video that I want to get into. It's not that long. It's a short video, but it was interesting. It said check Skinny Live. Let me see. They got hold up. Let's see what's going on Skinny Live. Oh, okay. Listen. Guilty as charged? God damn. I had a feeling guilty as charged. War of the text. I see right now he's showing the text. TY showing the text. It's interesting. I guess y'all gonna fill me in a little bit. Guess y'all gonna fill me in a little bit. All right. So I got oh yeah, I am? Shit. Oh, shit. She's not guilty. All right. So I got this story here of a woman, Teflon Dawn, of a woman. She's an off-duty cop. She's an off-duty officer who there was a commotion outside of her house where some guys from the neighborhood seemed like they was about to beat up another guy. And she came out and she basically stopped the commotion and she got the other guys to leave and everybody left the dude that they was attacking alone. While she and the dude was alone, she stayed, made sure he was okay, whatever. And as she was walking off, this man attacked her. He attacked her and he tried to rob her. And luckily, she had her gun on her. And she shot that man. And she killed that man. And now the family is suing for $10 million or some millions of dollars, or how much ever millions. But I just wanted to share this video because it's crazy how people are. Somebody can help you and you repay them by trying to attack them. And it's just crazy how shit could be, man. So I want to share that video.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. You got to kill me now. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. You got to kill me now. Watch this.
Shocking video captures an off-duty police officer threatening to shoot a man seconds before pulling the trigger multiple times. The deadly shooting all caught on camera.
I'm sorry. You got me. You got me.
Yo, that nigga. Yo, she let that shot go. That nigga said, "Oh shit, you shot me." She said, "I told your dumb ass. Fuck wrong with you, boy."
Multiple times. The deadly shooting all caught on camera.
I'm sorry. You got me. You got me. Okay. Dang, you shot me for real. Damn, baby, I'm sorry. Okay.
Right now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It happened.
That nigga said, "I'm sorry." He said, "Shit, you shot me for real." This nigga wildin'. Fuck wrong with that boy. That nigga out his fucking mind, bro. You telling me, and you know, she's a beautiful woman too, and you know, nigga probably feel like she helpless. He gonna just attack her. She's trying to help this man, and this motherfucker tried to, and then you hear that nigga back, I'm sorry, nigga, you ain't sorry. And he was fighting for her gun. He was fighting for it, cause she tried to pull that shit out quick, and he started fighting for that shit, and she shot that motherfucker.
For pulling the trigger multiple times. The deadly shooting all caught on camera.
He dead.
I'm sorry. You got me. Okay. Dang, you shot me for real. Damn, baby, I'm sorry. Okay.
Right now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It happened on January 18th in Chicago. Just before 1 o'clock that afternoon, private surveillance video shows 39-year-old LaVon Smith arguing with a group of people. Eventually, an off-duty officer comes out of the building and attempts to stop the fighting.
I'll get right there, folks. I'll get right there.
Call the police.
Okay. Doing that shit, bro. Going to field, bro. Come on, man.
Yo, them niggas pissed, bro. You heard what they said? They said, yo, you better stop doing that shit, bro. You gonna get killed, bro. So you already know this nigga is doing some fuck shit. And them niggas probably beating that nigga up for a good reason. They probably was fucking that nigga up for a good fucking reason. And this woman, she's a cop. She see that shit. She come to save this man. She should have let that nigga get his ass whooped because he's a piece of shit. But look at that. She saved his life and ended up having to take his life.
Call the police. Okay.
Always keep one in the head. Always keep one in the head. Oh, why did she keep shooting him? She shot him twice because when she shot him the first time, this nigga still grabbed her. The video, because it's, you know, it's on YouTube and it's censored, they're not showing you the actual video of her shooting him. So you're not seeing it as it happens. So you're hearing the audio of her shooting him, but what you're seeing on the video is not the actual shooting. So what happened is he ran up on her, grabbed her. She had her gun on her. There's already one in the head, and she shot that nigga. He's still grabbing her while apologizing, saying, "I'm sorry you shot me." And she had to shoot him again because she's telling him, "Let me go. Let me go." Now, the thing about it is, if this woman did not have one in the head, this would not go this way. If this woman did not have one in the head, that man could have took her gun. He would have overpowered that woman and took her fucking gun, most likely. And then you probably would have heard about woman being shot. Off-duty officer shot with her own gun. That gun made sure that there was a leveled playing field. The fact that she had one in the head saved her. Because if that man was to get her gun, who knows what would have happened? Who knows? If she didn't have one in the head, most likely he would have took that gun. She would have had to cock that shit while this nigga was trying to overpower her and all that. Most likely he would have took that gun. So the fact that that shit had one in the head, that's why she was able to fucking even the playing field. The great equalizer was in play on this one.
Most of the people run off, but Smith stays behind with the officer. When Smith appears to reach for the officer's gun, a struggle breaks out. The officer can then be heard saying she will shoot him.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. You can have to kill me. Watch this. I'm sorry. You got me. Okay. Things tell me for real.
This is after she done shot that nigga. Now she got that nigga collared. She shot that nigga twice already at this point.
Baby, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's go right now. Okay, I'm sorry.
After this, the officer continues to tell Smith she warned him.
Baby. Now you go down to jail. Damn, I'm sorry. Call the police! Call the police right now!
I'm sorry, baby.
Don't go down to didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Didn't I?
That nigga said, yeah, you did. You know, she said, I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at the dead man. But she said, I told you I'd shoot your ass, didn't I? He said, yeah, you did. That nigga said, yeah, you did. That's crazy.
Baby. Now you go down to jail. Damn, I'm sorry. Call the police! Call the police right now!
I'm sorry, baby.
Don't go down to didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Didn't I?
I don't want it that
Didn't I?
I don't want it that. Yeah, baby.
Police! Call the police right now!
I'm sorry, baby.
Don't go down to didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Didn't I?
I don't want it that
Didn't I?
Didn't I? That boy on his knees, he talking about, I don't want to die, baby. I don't want to die. Nigga, you dead already. Them bullets already in you. You shouldn't have fucked with that woman, bro. Nigga, that lesson, that's shit. That's somebody else's life lesson now. That nigga lost his life for... I'm sorry, babe, but that's... Yo, bro, what are you doing, my nigga?
Call the police! Call the police right now!
I'm sorry, baby.
Don't go down to didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Didn't I?
I don't want it that
Didn't I?
I don't want it
Didn't I?
that. Yeah, baby.
Didn't I just say I'll kill you?
I'm sorry,
Didn't I just say that shit? Didn't I just say that
Didn't I? I'm sorry.
You just...
I don't want to die, baby, please.
You! Call the police! I just said somebody!
Eventually, the officer yells out to people nearby, demanding they call police.
You thought I was clear? I told you I'll shoot you! He tried to steal a gun from me! Call the police!
Audio also captures the officer's 911 call following the shooting.
Chicago, emergency line. Hey, Chicago, hello. This is Officer Dillon. I just got robbed and I shot the man. Can you please come to your off duty? Yes, I'm off duty, ma'am. Here they come right now.
The officer can be heard repeatedly saying Smith was trying to rob her, and later she swears at him.
Yeah, he tried to steal my gun. He just got robbed and I tried to help him. You're not leaving either. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat your if you try to leave.
I'm gonna go somewhere.
Oh, you
She said, I'm a baby beat your...
about you. My life is on the line right now.
Eventually, first responders arrive. Smith was taken to the hospital for gunshot wounds to the abdomen and his left hand. He died on January 20th. The officer involved in the shooting was not charged, but Smith's family has filed suit against her and the city of Chicago for $10 million.
Yo.
Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Bro, what is they suing for? What are they suing for? They suing. Man, these people crazy. These people are crazy. He says you still think. All right, man. All right, we're gonna wrap up Thinkers Thursday. I'm gonna start a new live in like 10 minutes. And we gonna rock out. I'll see you guys on these YouTube streets. Thank you for pulling up. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the cash apps.
Got me a check, I got a check. I done got me a check, I got a check.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be back. Probably like 10, like before 20 minutes, but within 20 minutes. So I will see you guys on these YouTube streets. Thank everybody for coming. Thank you for making this a nice, successful Thinkers Thursday.